God morning and good morning. Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. Welcome to Talking Cancer, my journey, my way. I'm your host, Luis Lopez. And man, here, all I could say is that, you know, I don't have the answers, but we going to talk about some cancer. This thing is this thing is a trip. This journey is a trip. And if you're dealing with cancer, specifically for me, um, I speak because I have colorectal cancer, stage 4, as a matter of fact, metastatic for those who are just tuning in. And I'm dealing, you know, um, for the most part. I mean, I feel pretty decent, feel pretty good. I'm in a decent place. Um, I I took a break, obviously. Um, you know, just needed some time to just deal. Just deal with life. I ended up getting this deep vein thrombosis in my leg, and I'm still dealing with it. And I had that back on November 9th now. So it's been over a month, and my leg is um, still swollen, not severely anymore, but I still have this pain in my groin area and the vein that shoots down my thigh, and that only allows me to be on my feet or for so long. Like I could only maybe walk for maybe 10 minutes or so before it starts tightening up and things like that. So but I feel it's going away. So I mean that's a good thing. So that's kind of where it's at. But I just needed to clear my head a little bit and um, just do me, not have to worry about um, the show, not have to think about the cancer, not have to think about anything, just worry about what I could do to get better and back on my feet. And for the most part, we're getting there. But I couldn't leave you guys hanging too long. So but I've been dealing with that. So just trying to figure out what direction. Well, it's the decision has kind of been made up for me. At this particular time. So um, I had to sign up for a disability and things like that. And those are probably some of the difficult things that I deal with probably the most. Um, the fact that I'm not able to contribute to the well-being of the household as I feel I should. And those are some of the things that I grapple with. And I understand the situation is out of my control. I do understand that. And it's just things that I have to do to try to get better and things like that. But and then I'm dealing with this cancer, so I do need to just relax and chill and all this stuff and watch my eating and not stress as much. But I don't know what's more stressful sometimes. You know, going to work or not going to work, contributing to the household or not contributing to the household. Um, either way, your mind is going, 100 miles a minute. So, um, I think that's just part of the game. So I try to relax. I try to watch some TV. I gotta elevate my foot. Lots of the time. So I do that, and you know, anyway. But that's where I'm at right now. I do have this from time to time I have this. this burning sensation um, in my back. It's not all the time, but I don't know if that's part of um, the swelling and inflammation because it goes away and then it comes back and it goes away and it comes back. So I don't know. So I know I need to make a doctor's appointment to go check on that. Um, but I think the biggest news between now and the last time I probably spoke with you was the clinical trial. As you know, I've been getting ready for that. Um, just set up some appointments and stuff like that and whatever. Just this past week, um, was supposed to actually go get my CT scan on Friday, this past Friday. What was that, the 7th or something like that, or whatever? Anyways, I was supposed to get my CT scan that day. I had received a phone call, well, Wednesday. Wednesday, I received a phone call um, saying, "Hey, Lewis, um, let's set up your let's we need to set up your radiology or what is it? No, for my biopsy. Excuse me." So they want to take another sample of the biopsy. You got to go through all these tests and protocols before you go and start the clinical trial. So now, mind you, I've done all the paperwork. I've been approved to do the clinical trial. Everything's a go. For the clinical trial, they require that do X amount of conventional chemo and blah blah blah. And I check off all the boxes, right? So, so I set up an appointment for the 28th of December to do my biopsy. Just this past Wednesday, that came up. I'm supposed to do a CT scan on Friday. That Friday. So then I get a call on Thursday from, I believe the guy's name is Anthony, and he's calling from the clinical trial from CARS, KARS, and they're the ones that are actually manufacturing the clinical trial drug, DSP 107, and AMOB. So they call me up on Thursday, and mentally I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start doing these things because it is a mind game. You got to get prepared for these things to go through all this stuff again and how medicine is gonna affect you and blah blah blah. Anyways, everything is done. I just got to go ahead and get these appointments together to start. So I got the biopsy ready. I got the CT scan ready. That's about it. Just got to do those two things and do labs. And so Anthony calls me up, Dr. Anthony, or whatever his name is, and he tells me that um, I'm not going to be able to do the clinical trial. I'm like, what? Yeah, you cannot do the clinical trial. What I don't, that didn't even make any sense to me. I was like, why? Oh, the people that are manufacturing the drug want you to have taken more conventional. Okay. I told you I've done the conventional, had a bad reaction to the conventional, I need to try something else. Yeah, but they want you to do the other thing. I'm so sorry. Blah, 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 blah. So now I'm back to square one. No clinical trial. And I often wonder, you know, what this is all about. Maybe that's intervention from God, you know, saying, "Hey, that ain't the one for you." You know, um, I don't know. Just a stroke of bad luck. You know, is it is it a minority thing where hey, we don't want to test this. The less minorities we test, then I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is, but you know, it could be a number of things. I just don't know. I mean, you got to remember, also is that, I just had this issue with, the UCSD emergency, and I just filed they did the surveys, and I filed a complaint on them. I'm like, dude, you guys were horrible, horrible when it came to diagnosing my deep vein thrombosis and leaving me just hanging there, you know. And I felt it was racial at that time, you know, the lack of attention, things like that. If you've been if you've been kind of dismissed, then you know what I'm talking about, you know. And so I come back to this situation, and I tend to wonder, hmm, what is the root cause? And it's probably one of those questions or answers that I probably never know. So I'm back to square one, trying to find out, what other clinical trials there are so I could go ahead and go from there. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. It's one of those things, man. It just is what it is. But thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for, taking this break with me. I know sometimes it could be a lot. Um, and I'm here, just doing what I do, and just trying to maintain and keep my sanity. Um, when it comes to this cancer thing, am I strong? Am I mentally strong? Yes. Am I human? And do I break down? And do I have my moments? Yes. And not being mobile, not being able to walk and things like that. I mean, that honestly, I think that's having a bigger toll on me than the actual cancer itself. You know, just having to sit there. It's worse for me. I don't know, and maybe I need to look at it different. Maybe I need to embrace it. Maybe I need to take a time to relax and sleep and meditate and things like that, and come from a different perspective. So maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that. And see if I could just rework um, the way I approach this. This situation hasn't been the easiest, but again, thank you for bearing with me. For those who have been, waiting for a new episode and things like that, and for now, I'm not gonna guarantee an episode every day at this particular time, but I will try. Like I said, I just doing what I got to do to try to maintain some sort of sanity, I guess. Trying to remain cool, continue to remind myself that it is all out of my control. And trying to be the best that I could be, the best version of myself that I could be within this time. So thank you for being patient. Being patient. Don't forget, I do have the petition out there. I definitely could use your guys' help. Um, you can find the link on the page. It's accessible through Spotcaster for Spotify for podcasters. It's available on Spotify. If you just look in the actual um, episode, the link will be in the episode. So just go ahead and press that and sign the petition. I truly would appreciate that. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Also, you can find all my episodes on YouTube if you are a YouTube person, and all the episodes have been uploaded, including this one. So definitely, if that's your form, if that's your thing, then please go ahead, take a look at it. It's there. Definitely trying to make sure that we get it on all platforms so everyone is happy. You know. So again, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for continuing to be true. Thank you for your continual rooting and praying for me. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Thank you for listening to Talking Cancer, My Journey, My Way. I'm your host, Luis Lopez. Peace, love,